I don't know what it is that always draws me back into the slice of life genre. I really thought I wouldn't love this type of anime, but for like the past 7, 8 years, I just can't get enough of it. And every once in a while, I find that gem that makes me rethink again how I feel about slice of life. And this anime right here is that gem. I noticed this anime while looking through Netflix and initially played it as a background show while I was doing some work. However, 3 episodes in, I was laying in my bed, my eyes glued to the TV. From what I was seeing, I expected this to be a newer 2019 anime, something that I had just glanced over when I was, binging everything else. But to my surprise, it came out in 2012. And for a show to be this good, plot-wise, animation-wise, and just everything in between, 2012 just seemed weird. And I must have been too preoccupied with the end of the world in 2012 to even think about this. But now since it's 2019, I have all the time in the world to watch it. I mean, right? Fuck. Love Chunibyo and Other Things is a stellar anime, and somehow rivals some of the best mainstream anime in 2019. However, the animation is not the only thing that makes it such a great anime. And for those that don't know, Chunibyo is an often derisive Japanese slang term for the embarrassing behavior of 13 to 14-year-olds. Basically, that means it's your average 8th grader. And before you try to think of your favorite 8th grader, here's just a clip to kind of show you what I'm talking about.
The time has come for me to test whether you are truly worthy of being my master, Rika Takanashi. Or should I say, Eye of the Wicked Lord?
But of course, I would expect nothing less from my most powerful servant. Now, come at me.
Dun, 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 dun.
First level seal activated!
Magical output increased!
Be banished from this world!
Here I come! Lunatic Mjolnir Crusher!
Judgment of Lucifer!
Eternal Salamander Team! Royal Revolution!
La Saviore!
Cut it out and give us a hand, you two.
This show's main pull is how to overcome that age of Chunibyo while still having that fun playfulness in your heart. Our main character, Togashu Yuta, is starting his first year of high school and is determined to change his Chunibyo ways. But, unluckily for him, he catches the eye of this another first year in his class, whose name is Rika Takanashi, who is still a full-fledged Chunibyo. For some reason, Rika seems to be drawn to Yuta, and she knows about his Chunibyo past that he's tried so hard to get rid of. Together they create a new school club called the Far East Napping Society, somewhere thereof. And in this club they find their new high school friends, who is another reformed Chunibyo, Shinka Nibutani, a classmate, Makoto Ishiki, and the only napper in the actual club, Cuban Siri, and Rika's magical servant, who's actually an 8th grader, Sanai Dekamori. And together they're navigating this path of growing up. Rika's main goal and why she stayed Chunibyo, or in the state of Chunibyo, so long is because she has a mission to find the imaginary boundary lines, or the ethereal horizons. She believes that if she finds these imaginary boundary lines, that she'll be able to get her father back, who died when she was young. And when he died, she believes that she saw these imaginary boundary lines and that she saw him across there, standing in the boundary lines. And she believes the only way to do this is to stay Chunibyo and to embrace necessarily her delusions and her superpowers, and to stay that way because that's the only way she can stay strong. And that will enable her to cross that. And when she finds out about Togashu's past, she believes only he can be the one that'll lead her to the imaginary boundary line. And this anime just takes them on that journey of them being intertwined, and how Togashu's Chunibyo past basically influences her future, influences the way that she will do things from now on, and he doesn't even know it. He doesn't even know that he was the catalyst for how she became Chunibyo, and how she became this type of person to where she allows her delusions to rule her life. Even though the farther you get into the story, you find that it's not necessarily that they rule her life, more so that she believes she needs them to continue living. They show very well the process of wait. Y'all see that? Is that an McDonald's? McDonald's? What is it? What is it? McDonald's? What? Have you ever noticed? Like, anime really be doing this. They really have like all these different type of knockoff McDonald's. I mean, there's McD Maids, which I'm not sure you're supposed to say that twice or not, but that's what it says. You got McDonald's. Then you got McDonald's. You got the classic WickDonald's, then you got Whack-Donald. Now, I mean, I just got this off a quick Google search, but I'm pretty sure if I really was looking for it, I could find even more. This is just crazy. I'm sorry for the sidebar, but I just had to say that because this is kind of crazy. As humans grow older, we grow longing for the times of our youth, where we didn't have to worry about the impending problems and responsibilities that adulthood brings. Everyone can remember that time when their imagination ruled their mind. They could just play all day without any repercussions. The love Chunibyo and other things is definitely not left out. As always, we find out that Togashu, the main guy character, and the main girl character have feelings for each other. I mean, if you watch a slice of life, you knew that was going to happen, but it's just kind of done differently here, where you have someone who's so childish, someone who is so stuck in the past, with another person who's so ready to forget their past. And we find that they find their way to make it work. You have Rika, who's trying her best to live her Chunibyo life, but then also move past it. And then you have Togashu, who is moving past it, but also trying to embrace the youth that made him so happy, his times in middle school. And with her stuck in this, it just gives us a show that shows us turning over a new leaf and becoming romantic, having a relationship is hard when you're growing up. And this is something you can really appreciate this anime for, and how it handles these characters who have pretty complex problems. And Rika, who is inspired by someone who she sees can escape to this world and be themselves, have fun, enjoy life, and not have to worry about things that were getting her down so much. Togashu showed her the freedom of being yourself, something that, you know, we all still struggle with. And then with this club, it brought her friends that embraced her as she was and allowed her to flourish as who she was. And as this anime goes on, the change you see not only in her but in the other characters is just phenomenal. You begin to see them in a new light from when you did the first time you saw them. Above all, this anime has the one thing that makes any slice of life worth watching. Cute anime girls.
Y'all can't tell me that's not cute. You see that? You see the art moves, the effects, all that. Y'all can't tell me they don't look mad cute right now. If you don't, you lying to yourself. I swear you is. I mean, just come on. And look at Cutie. She's doing the best one out there.
But overall, this show resonated inside of me and how it felt when I reached high school. I knew I had to grow up some, but I still wanted to hold on to the silliness and fun from my youth. And even though high school only really meant harder classes and going to the school down the street, it felt like a whole new world in which I had to become someone else to be accepted. Although I know now that this isn't true and it's always best to just be yourself, I wish I could have seen the show then, so I would have known it throughout my own journey.
You who are enveloped in flames of darkness, become the love of Dark Flame Master by entering this pact.
Okay.
Shouldn't your head be resting on my chest right now? You embarrassed? Wanna hold hands?
I offer my pinky.
Did y'all just hear how she said that?
Okay.
She said pinky. That's the cutest shit ever. Ever. That's it. It's over. That's the cutest shit ever.